Matthew Morris, MM Wood Studios. Hey, it's Monday, July 24th. It's time for another shop update. All right, well, there's been a lot going on in the shop this week, so let's get into it. First off, take a look at this beauty right here. This is a brand new Lie Nielsen Bench. Now, when I moved here, I thought maybe I'll build myself a new bench. And I really thought about it for a little bit, and I said, you know what? There's so many people that have done bench builds, and they're all really fantastic. Who am I to make another bench build? So I said, you know what? I'm going to treat myself instead. I'm going to buy myself a beautiful Lee Nielsen bench. And that's what I did. So here she is. Just a little bit under, I believe, 7 feet long. It's beautifully flat across its length and its width. The tail vise is so smooth. The front vise is so smooth. There are holes for the holdfast on the legs, all over the top. It's just really awesome. The dogs, of course, are fantastic. Just like how they should work. You pop them up, put them wherever you want, put them down, and they hide right underneath, which is fantastic. I've done a little bit of work on the bench so far. All right, well, check it out before I tilt the camera up and show you guys the project that I started here in the shop. I did a little bit of an upgrade here this week to the assembly table. So I really wanted to be able to, when I do my glue up, pull over some paper and be able to save the top from getting glue all over it. What I did was I grabbed some plywood, cut it to various lengths, found where I wanted to drill a hole for my dowel, took a can of finish, drew in that nice round shape, cut that at the bandsaw, and then sanded it nice and round. And I put my paper in with my dowel, and now I can roll this heavy construction paper out onto the bench, cut it, and do my glue ups there and not get glue on the actual assembly tabletop itself. All right, well, check it out. This is a new project that I'm working on for the school. Now, this slab here of walnut was a desk or a tabletop to a desk. There were just some legs attached to it. And the people who owned this had downsized to a smaller house, and they couldn't fit it in their house anymore. So I ended up getting the slab. And brought it from California all the way here to Georgia, and I wanted to make a coffee table out of it, a Nakashima Inspired live edge coffee table. So let me walk you through what I've done so far to get here. First thing I did was grabbed another slab, which I've had for years, and cut that up to the various pieces I'm going to need for my base. And then I milled up 2 sections of it nice and wide, and that is this really long piece right here. And after getting those guys milled up, I glued everything up with some steel I-beam clamps. And the reason I use those steel clamps is the thicker the wood is that you're face jointing when you're gluing it up, the more force you need. And I went to those exert 7,000 pounds of force. And as you see, I used that paper that I installed the roller for, and I got no glue on my top of my assembly table, which I'm really jazzed about. Once that was glued up, then I was able to mill up the bottom piece here and the 2 upper supports, make a jig to cut out the first half of my bridle joints. And after finding the positions of where I want everything to be, I was able to route that out. And that gave me the first part of the bridle joint, which is kind of to create the tenon that goes into the mortise, which is the material you end up removing. And that's what I did over the table saw. I removed material for this lower part and the 2 upper pieces, and you want to get that to within 1/1000 of an inch or so of your average dimension that you take. And once I got those cut, a little bit of finesse work. I was off by a little bit here and there, so used the shoulder plane for that and got everything fit nicely. Threw up some plywood in the front, and here it is. I can now see what all this is going to look like. And that's where I am with this project so far. I'm really looking forward to the next steps in it, which is do all the angle joinery up here in the front that goes into another piece that eventually screws into the base itself. and then a little bit of shaping surrounding over here. It's gonna be really awesome. This tabletop is not flat though. I'm gonna do some work on that, but that of course is for later. So that's pretty much it in the shop this week. I wanna know what you guys have done in your shop this week. Please let me know. Leave that in the comments below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, and hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. If you're watching this on Facebook, hit the like button, share it in your timeline, and head over to the MM Woods video page and like us there as well. And as always, have a great week in your shop.